Hello, everybody.
Number one, People versus Maurice Anthony, 24419 FH. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Marcia Crater on behalf of Mr. Anthony. I'm a little disappointed standing here today because it appears that the Mr. Kilowald's bamboozling tactics are no longer working in this court. So I'm at a little loss other than to say I have no information to share with the court as to where my client is at and ask the court mercy to
Ms.
extend.
Crater, try to bamboozle me. Like this is I have a blank slate here, totally blank slate. So you are free to do your best to bedazzle the court.
I think that Mr. Anthony showed up to all previous court appearances.
Which is none, but okay. I see where you're going there, Ms. Crater. I see where you're going there.
Okay. And that, rest assured that a week adjournment, I would do everything in my power to assure his presence in your court.
Mr. Emmons, what are your thoughts? I mean, I know there's some knee jerk here, but what are your thoughts? Do you think she's appropriately bedazzled the court with that?
The concern that I had is that he did appear at previous court below while he was in custody. Now he's not in custody, and I'm concerned about his history, his recidivism here.
There is that. It looks like his last court appearance from the judge file, at least in Washington County, was 2013. I'm willing to give this the benefit of the doubt, Ms. Crater. You are dazzling today. So I'm going to adjourn this to July 17th, 2024. That's going to give you a month to find him. If he doesn't show up, there's no bedazzlement after that. So if you can get him in here, let's get him in here and see what we can do.
Okay. Thank you. And I owe all of it to Mr. Kilowald's teachings.
I will wear my sunglasses then to make sure that I'm not overwhelmed.
State of Kansas versus Drake Rains, 24 CR 132. Are you Mr. Rains?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Mr. Rains, you're charged in count one with possession of methamphetamine. That's a level 5 drug felony, carries up to 42 months in prison as a maximum penalty. Counts 2 and 3 are both misdemeanors, carrying up to 6 months in jail apiece, up to $1,000 fine apiece. The second charge is possession of marijuana. The third charge is possession of drug paraphernalia. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on these allegations. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
Your Honor, I'm going to need a court-appointed attorney, and I'd also like to bring a couple things to your attention. When you get a second.
Fill out the application for court-appointed attorney. If qualified, an attorney will be appointed to represent you. Your bond is set at $10,000. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail. Who can bond you out? If you do make bond, you need to be back in court July 11th at 9 a.m. What did you want to say?
I was wanting to ask for that OR bond back because of the simple fact I got my papers right here to prove it.
Well, let me ask you, did you get a complaint I had sent over this morning? Do you have a copy of that?
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. All right.
But on that OR paper that I was given when I was released from jail, it says that my court date was the 14th day of March 2024. Okay. And I was there on Zoom and my name was not called at 9 a.m. And
they might have not charged you and waited for the lab results to come back. Could have been what happened.
Okay.
They sent you a summons.
They did not.
They did, and it didn't get served. So
Yeah.
You must have.
I had that this court date was on the 20th day of June, Your Honor. I would have been there. I promise you I would have.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we had court. It was June 20th. Right.
I didn't even know about that court date, Your Honor.
I understand. Okay. But you know about the next one, which is July 11th. Okay.
Yes.
That'll be at 9 a.m. All right. This hearing is concluded.
There's no way I can get an OR bond back.
No, I'm not gonna do that. All right. This hearing is concluded. State of Kansas versus LC Howell, 21 CR 262. Party state appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Larry Marchinsky on behalf of the state of Kansas.
Austin Paulsgraf representing Elsie Howe, who appears via Zoom by and through council.
We're here on Mr. Howell's motion to reconsider. Mr. Falsgraf, you may present your motion.
Yes, Judge. I would like to start by saying thank you to Mr. Marchinsky for taking this up and not requiring the 2-week notice that otherwise is required and waiving that. Simply, Judge, Mr. Howe received a 6-month sentence concurrent with his KDOC time. At the time of imposing said sentence and agreeing with the plea agreement of the parties, it was Mr. Marchinsky, or definitely my understanding, that my client would have been done once he got done with KDOC, it would have been done. While in custody at KDOC, Judge, Mr. Howe completed a drug and alcohol class and and received 20% good time therein for being a good inmate. It is our request that since he's received interstate compact to Minnesota, that he be released and be able to begin starting that post-release parole in Minnesota rather than spending the remaining time here. It is my understanding that if Mr. Howe was released today, he would have transportation to get to Minnesota promptly.
Okay, state's position on the motion.
Thank you, Judge. It's essentially my understanding, again, like Mr. Paulsgraf said, that Mr. Howell had a misdemeanor case here that was ordered concurrent to his KDOC case. He walked down KDOC. There has been now a gap created where I think he still owes Sumner County about 27 days. I know that's been inconvenient for him, but at this point, I don't think that, I think that the motion for reconsideration would aptly be titled a motion to modify his sentence, either to time served or to something like that. And the state hasn't agreed to that. Mr. Howell's written me several times. I understand his position and I feel bad for the position he finds himself in, but the case, the court imposed a lawful sentence when it happened. He got the benefit of a concurrent sentence, so he was walking off time on 2 cases at once. So I just asked the court to deny the motion. I think when Austin and I discussed this last week, I think he told me Mr. Howell has about 27 days, I think, left to serve out on the misdemeanor sentence. I haven't done a jail credit calculation, so I don't know exactly, but I think that that's around what we're talking about. So I just asked the motion to be denied, sir.
Mr. Falsgraf, has he paid off his fines and court costs in this case, or probably?
After looking at the journal entry, Judge, attorney fees were waived via Robinson, but yeah, court costs and everything was waived via Robinson.
Okay, and there's no restitution.
Not in the journal entry that I'm seeing, Judge.
Okay, and what's he plan on doing? Going back to Minnesota? Is that what you said?
That's correct, Judge. It's my understanding via the letters written to me from Mr. Howell that he has a bus ticket to get north, where he's going to live with his son up there.
Mr. Howell, how soon would you leave town and when you get out?
I'll be leaving today, Your Honor. If I can get out, I gotta call my, I gotta get a hold of the attorney. Whenever I get released, I've gotta call my parole officer there and let him know that I'm on my way and I only got, today and tomorrow to get there. You know what I'm saying? And,
Who's taking you?
I've got a year's,
Who's taking you there?
My son's friend Matt over here, he said, come over and pick me up and take me over there to the Greyhound bus station.
Well, see, Rex, my love, he's probably already there with you.
I'm supposed to call here to get my gate money. I haven't got that yet.
Let me guess. The Greyhound bus station in Wichita?
Yes.
Yes. So your son's friend Matt lives around here and he's gonna take you immediately to the bus station.
Yes, sir. I won't be messing around. I gotta get up. I gotta get to Minnesota. I gotta check in up there so I can start my life over. Hey, Your Honor, and the reason why I'm here, I would like to add this. The reason I'm here is for the bad choices that I've made in my life. I stole somebody's weed eater. I want you to know I'm sorry. I returned it. That's how I got caught. That's how I got caught. I did the right thing. Do it still again. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, I think we're close enough for me. So I do think the motion to reconsider is basically a motion to commute the remainder of the sentence.
That would be a better titling of the motion, Judge.
Right. And I will grant that motion. Remainder of the sentence is commuted. Forthwith, you are free to go and make your calls. Okay, good luck.
Okay, Your Honor, guys.
Mr. Howell, I will call your son on your behalf. You gave me his number and I'll let him know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You guys are the best. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.